Manchester United 2, Brighton 0. What a way to end a very controversial season. Now, before we actually start analysing the game today, I just want to say a massive thank you for everyone who supported me throughout the season. Obviously, next season, we plan on doing bigger and better things with the channel and hopefully can push for around 5,000 subscribers. That is my target for next season. But honestly, everyone who's commented, everyone who's liked the video, everyone who's even watched a single one of my videos, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful for everyone who's tuned in. This season's been very great for me. I've met so many content creators, I've met so many people I didn't know existed, and I've built a lot of great friendships over United fans and also rival fans. So thank you for everyone for the support this season. But anyway, let's get right into the video of our game against Manchester United versus Brighton. So, first of all, we got battered in that first half. It was practically, that first half between United and Brighton was round 9 of Usyk versus Fury last night. We were absolutely dominated. We couldn't string 5 passes together. We looked slow. We looked sluggish. There was just no communication and no chemistry with the team, and it was frustrating to watch because when you've got such a big game next week against Man City in the FA Cup final, who have just gone on and won 4 Premier Leagues in a row. You know, congratulations to them because they are now established as probably one of the greatest eras of teams the Premier League or English football has ever seen. But, you know, I'm not arsed, to be honest. I'm here to focus on Manchester United. And today, we weren't at our best. Let's be honest. But I kind of want to say and pinpoint a few players. Obviously, Amrabat and Ahmad are a few players that have been very controversial topics today. Amrabat and Ahmad, I am going to stick it up for because considering they've hardly played all season and in the last 3 games they've played back to back, yes, they're going to have an off game. And would I start them against Man City in the final? Probably not, is my answer. But at the end of the day, they have performed really well, and I definitely would have them feature in the game against Man City versus United in the FA Cup final. But obviously, this game, Brighton are a very hard team. It was De Zerbi's last game, and no doubt Brighton wanted to get a result for their manager before he leaves. Now, will Manchester United be talking with De Zerbi? Most likely, but we have to stick with Erik Ten Hag, is my personal opinion. De Zerbi is a great manager, and so are a few other managers are being mentioned for the possible Manchester United job. But I just want to see what United can do and what Ten Hag can do under an actual structure under Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos, because let's be honest, let's actually analyse Ten Hag's time at Manchester United. His first season, right, we signed Antony, Malacia, Martinez, Casemiro, right? We spent quite a lot of money on them transfers. Martinez being the only successful signing. Oh, we also brought in Eriksen as well. Eriksen feels like he's been here for years, but Eriksen's what we also brought in on a free transfer. But then Eriksen gets injured and we bring in Sabitzer and Weghorst on loan, and they weren't that good as well. So Martinez is really the only successful signing we had in the first year of Erik Ten Hag. Go forward to the second season. We have Mason Mount, Rasmus Højlund and Andre Onana, Johnny Evans as a free transfer, and then Sergio Reguilon and Amrabat as loan deals. Now, them signings, none of them have worked out apart from Sandro Martinez. Casemiro had a great season last season, but this season he has been off the pace, let's be honest. And we could even argue that Erik Ten Hag didn't even want Casemiro at the same time because we were pursuing Frenkie de Jong all summer, then we went on to Rabiot, and then it was only because of John Murtough who pulled out the Casemiro deal, which is why we actually signed him for 60, 70 million, whatever it was, which was quite ludicrous for the amount of money we had to pay for him, but it was very late on into the window, and no doubt Real Madrid were just trying to see how much money they could actually get off Manchester United for Casemiro. He did well for his first season. You know what? He's done all right this second season, but obviously he hasn't reached he hasn't kept the standards as consistent as he did last season. But obviously, let's talk about this game. And first half, we were absolutely terrible. But the second half, we kind of turned up. Erik Ten Hag made some very important changes. I liked how he took off Bruno Fernandes and Martinez relatively early, around the 60th minute, bringing on Varane as well to give him some game time. And also seeing the likes of Marcus Rashford and Eriksen also play. We used all 5 substitutions today, and when we've got such an important game against Man City next week, it is going to be very important to test and just get as many players back possible and as fit as possible, because this game is our cup final. It is a cup final, but this is our cup final. Man City probably will want to go and do a double. They want to try and win another trophy this season because they're out of the Champions League and they lost the Carabao Cup as well. So, we will probably get in the full force of Man City. And do I think we can do it? Probably not. But we'll see how we go throughout the week. I mean, Edison, he is a very decent goalkeeper, but he is out injured at the moment. But Ortega is equally as an exceptional good goalkeeper for Man City. But I'm here talking about Man City, to be honest. But obviously with Brighton, it's also, Manchester United also finished 8th place, by the way, which is not great. Let's be honest, it is our worst finish in Premier League history, I do believe. And 60 points. I don't think that's our worst points finish, but it's still not good. And hopefully next season it can get better, because I still want to give Erik Ten Hag 1 year. Give him till the end of next season. If it goes to shit next season, then sack him and get an interim or get a new manager in. But at the end of the day, I want to stick with Erik Ten Hag. I think he's the right man for the job. You know how I like to describe him. I think he's a methodical manager. He's stern. He sets his standards. And yes, the standards have been all over the place this season, but we saw it last season. And I'm hoping we can see it under the 3rd season. But hey, I'm just a fan sharing his opinion, and this is what this channel is all about. Many other fans are out there who don't agree with me and think Erik Ten Hag should be sacked. A lot of fans want Sir Alex Ferguson to manage Man United in the FA Cup final against Man City. So there's a lot of opinions out there. But for me, we should stick by Erik Ten Hag. And despite the amount of injuries we've had, it's been a very controversial season. But I think that for the setbacks we've had, we've kind of done all right. Obviously, this season we're going into the season expecting United to possibly challenge for the title or be around the top 3 and really step up this season. Obviously, it hasn't gone to plan, but hopefully we do the correct business in the summer, and with the right people in the right areas in the club, hopefully Manchester United could have a very successful summer, get all our transfer business done before the pre-season starts, so we can have a strong start to the season, because we need a strong start. Erik Ten Hag needs to keep his job, and at the end of the day, United needs to have a very good season next season. Otherwise, there'll be a lot of fingers being pointed next season. Where do I think United will finish next season? I couldn't predict it. After this season, I want to say 5th or back in Champions League football. But obviously, we don't know where it could go. It could get a lot worse or it could get a lot better. Only time will tell. But right now, as I do believe that United have not got European football. If we win the FA Cup, then we either go into the playoffs of the Europa League or we get Europa League football. So that will be interesting to see if United do get European football. But we will have to see what happens in the near future. But anyway, again, if you made it far into the video, thank you so much for all the support this season. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and comment down below your thoughts on Man United's season and would you sack Erik Ten Hag. Anyway, thank you, and I'll see you later. Take care.